What the heck? How crazy is this? Somebody actually designed their house as a Monopoly board. That's weird. What's up, everyone? It's Nina Infinity. It's Infinite Hope Day. It's Friday. It's Good News Day. So thanks for joining me today. Please be sure to smash that like, share the stream, subscribe if you haven't already, because I do this every Friday. I bring you good news. If you're depressed or if you just need to get a dose of positivity, join me on this channel. That's where I bring you positive news. So I'm going to start by sharing some interesting news with regards to some technology, which I thought was really cool. Fog catching towers could supply water to the world's driest megacity using ocean air. So this is a tower. Kind of reminds me of the Dark Tower from Stephen King, but or Black Tower. What is that? That was interesting. How can a megacity find water for 10 million people if it exists in the desert? Fog catching nets erected on the hills over the city of Lima could solve the city's water shortages for good. So that's really cool. There's I think that's this 3D design of it, and then they kind of show it being installed. There it is. So this thing catches the fog's moisture, which is it's a brilliant idea. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that humans need to be doing more of in order to help, our places that are suffering. I have this little bit of news, which was kind of cute. Good person doing good things. Mechanic goes the extra mile to repair woman's wheelchair lift. I thought this was heartwarming.
Several weeks ago, he met Linda Abrams.
I just saw Linda rolling by one day and she needed air in her tires.
I live right up the street, and during COVID, the gym closed. So I'm like, well, I gotta do something for exercise.
So White Oaks Elementary helped surprise custodian with a special award.
When one custodian didn't win the North Carolina School Hero Award, the school decided to show their appreciation for him with their own award.
Okay, this was a cool story. You usually hear really bad things about big companies, like massive, giant corporations. But this one is doing some good things. Texas-based burger chain Whataburger thanks employees with $90 million in bonuses. Because usually you hear they're laying people off and everything like that, especially because times are tough. But this company is not only not laying people off, it's giving them bonuses. All right. So Florida troopers help woman deliver a baby on the side of the road. Poor woman.
Yes, that is the sound of a woman giving birth on the side of a Seminole County road. A trooper's dash cam catching all that action. The new parents were pulled over going 30 miles an hour over the speed limit on the way to the hospital.
The coolest things people accidentally found in their homes. Thanks, Guy. So renovating or reorganizing your entire home might sound like time-consuming, boring activity, but it's when we decide to really go for it that we have the chance to stumble upon real treasures from the past, from gold coins from the 1900s to secret messages from previous tenants. There are some examples of the most interesting things people have accidentally found in their houses. So pulled up carpet at this house and found out my floor is a life-size Monopoly board. This woman's doing good things with her time. Woman uses old tires and turns them into beautiful playgrounds. Okay, Florida man. Usually you hear bad stuff from Florida man, but this time this is a good Florida man. Florida man drives lawnmower across state on mission to help Habitat for Humanity. Diablo's break-in goes viral. Owner offers suspect a job application. So it's pretty self-explanatory, but let's watch the video.
Restaurant was broken into early this morning, but one of the owners of Diablo's had a pretty unusual response. Instead of bashing the robber on social media, he decided to offer him a job. Our Celeste Springer takes a closer look.
For Carl Wallace,
nobody won today.
Waking up to a call at almost 5 in the morning telling him his restaurant was broken into wasn't exactly an ideal way to start his Easter weekend.
And instead of having the normal response of being angry, we decided to reach out and say, you know, this is a bad career path that you're on, and we're willing to offer you a job if you're willing to change what you're doing in life.
But his response was in the perfect Easter spirit. He took to Facebook offering the robber a job. The post took off on social media, but back at
really
Diablo's, we ran into a woman who decided to show her support in person.
Saw a Facebook page on Connect Augusta, and I thought it was probably one of the best things that I'd ever read.
Wallace says everything is kept under lock and key, so the robber wasn't able to get away with a single penny. But he says things could have been much worse.
They're risking so much every time they do this, to the business owner, to themselves, of what could happen if the police show up during the process of the break-in.
Wallace hopes
Your
next
life could
time
be
the
over.
suspect will come for a visit, and instead of breaking glass, fill out one of these.
I can't fix the world, I can't save the world, but I can make a difference in one person's life. And so I took that approach to try to, again on this Easter weekend, try to take the godly approach to the situation.
One phrase that my
Good
mom
for
always
him.
said that I hold dear is, it's a blessing to be a blessing, and that's exactly what he was.
Celeste Springer, on your side.
Okay, so moving on, we're going to talk about one of our headlining stories today. Shaq, Mr. Shaquille O'Neal, helped someone buy a wedding ring just randomly. He was at his jewelry store and he found this dude was buying a wedding ring for his fiance, and he decided to pay for it in full. So buying an engagement ring for a future spouse can be stressful enough, but Hall of Famer Shaquille O'Neal made it a lot easier for one man. During a segment on NBA on TNT in which O'Neal serves as an analyst, he spoke about how he paid off the price of an engagement ring for a man who was shopping at a jewelry store after a video of the moment went viral. So, there he is, Shaquille O'Neal. Look how tall he is.
I always get off 30 minutes before you come in.
So he's paying for the dude's ring, and then there they are. He paid for his wedding ring. Speaking of helping people and true legends, Hollywood legend Dick Van Dyke hands out money to struggling people standing in line for jobs. He may be best known for his delightful rooftop dances while playing Chimney Sweep in Mary Poppins, but Dick Van Dyke hasn't quite slipped into retirement since his breakthrough in 1964. In fact, the 95-year-old, wow, 95 years old, wow, God bless him, has been caught doing all sorts of good deeds over the years. His latest kindness, last week, the actor showed up at a Los Angeles Malibu community labor exchange and began handing out cash to job seekers waiting in line outside the nonprofit. So he just literally shows up with a bag of money, he goes in his car, and he starts handing out cash to people who are waiting outside. It was first covered by the Daily Mail. Helping others has been an important part of Dick Van Dyke's life. For decades, he's known for spending over 20 years volunteering at LA shelter, the Midnight Mission. He's also served as a spokesperson for Cell Therapy Foundation and the nation's Reyes Syndrome Foundation. The last time we shared the good news related to this Hollywood legend, it was to report on Van Dyke's dancing with his real life wife, Arlene Silver, in a most joyful music video ever for bluegrass group Dust Bowl Revival. Let me see if I can pull this up. So, yay, he's dancing. Look how cool he is. I mean, I wish he was my grandpa. Dang. Can you imagine knowing this dude? He's so fun. I want to grow old and be as cool as Dick Van Dyke. He's so cool. It's amazing advice for life, and we're gonna listen to one of the legends talk about time and how important it is to appreciate the time that you have.
What do you think is the most valuable thing you might have in your life that you really don't pay attention to, especially when you're young, because you just feel you have an abundance of it? It's never ending. Time. And as you get older, you realize time becomes your currency. When you realize there's less runway up ahead than behind, you sometimes learn that too late. So I'm telling you people that you really have to be very, very, very stingy with your time. Don't waste it on people that aren't like-minded. Don't waste it doing things that you know are not part of your dream plan. Don't waste time being bitter, which I know I've been argumentative, and I understand the meaning of hate, because in the end, it's just waste your most valuable asset, time.
And that's the note I want to end this show on. So again, thank you everyone for joining me, and I will see you all next time. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.